Morning, guys, or good afternoon, good evening. Don't know where you're at or what time you're watching, but sorry for the I just sneezed, so I'm a little but yeah, anyway, I wanted to put out this video. My wife had a good topic. I know it's probably been shown before on YouTube and online and whatnot, but the video my wife wanted me to do is on edging the lawn. So I get a lot of compliments on my edging for my lawn care business. They're like, "Oh, Alex," I mean, I do it every time, but they're like, "Oh, Alex, make sure you edge it. It looks so good when you edge it." Well, I edge it every time, but they just are kind of telling me that they really like that. So, that being said, I'm gonna flip this around so you guys can see this neighborhood. That being said, that boy's got a skag on it. He's got that 36-inch skaggy boy. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a video showing you guys how I do it. Now, is it right for every person? Probably not, because some people have different grass. Right now, down here we're in Georgia, so we have different grass type. We don't have fescue, we don't have rye unless someone overseeds in the fall, and we have some cool season grass like fescue, but it's not really common because it just burns up, and you gotta reseed it. So people like the southern grass that spreads and they don't have to cut it in the winter. But anyway, I'm gonna show you that, and then if you guys have any questions about it, just let me know. Right now I'm going to get a little coffee for a little pick-me-up. So hope you guys have a good day. I will talk to you guys throughout this video. So have a good one, and make sure you guys are being safe. Make sure you guys are being safe out there. So thank you. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I'm gonna do a quick voiceover. Now, I already had, while I was putting the GoPro on and stuff, I already had this edger warming up, and this is the SRM 225 with the PAS attachment. So what I do is, you notice I'll start kind of close to the vehicle on the right side. Typically, unless I have a sidewalk, then I might walk and start that way. But even if there's not a lot of grass, you don't have to edge right there. Like, I still kind of run my edger, just because you might catch one blade, and that's when you look down the line, you'll have like a scraggler. So that's why I do it. Also, I'm in Georgia, so I did try the attachment with the straight shaft, and I was not a fan. It didn't leave the edge that I was wanting. Now you notice I flipped it there. The reason I flipped it is to get away from the car. I don't want to be flipping stuff at the car unless I have to. And you can see the edge is pretty good. I edge the property every time I'm out. So that is one thing that I keep consistent. I don't ever skip that. Sometimes you can get away with not weed eating, certain areas every time. Just depends on growth or if there's a drought. Right now we're kind of in a little drought. You want to watch out for those rocks. You don't want to fling that, especially at this property. There's a huge window. And they have to the left of the sidewalk, there's rocks all over there. So when I do mow it, it's on a steep hill. I mow it and discharge it away from the window at all times. And let's see, yeah, I'm just going through the edge. And what I like to do is I kind of hold it. You can see it, it's kind of at a little bit of an angle. So I'll just barely hold it at an angle. And I'm not digging it in, I'm just lightly, I'm not sitting there, digging in dirt, killing my blade. Oh, this is a good spot right here. So you'll notice, see, I flicked all those rocks, so you gotta be careful. So I scooch them over. Scooch those rocks on over, boy. Yeah, you notice, like, hey, that's all weed area in there. It's like, well, I would charge extra, for spraying in there or, mechanically, pulling those weeds. So the customer does that themselves. So I noticed a little scraggler there, so I pull that, and then I continue. But yeah, what I noticed with the straight shaft trimmer is I don't know if the blade turns as much or is as fast as the curved shaft, but to me the curved shaft, at least for the Echoes, work way better and kind of give you that better, edge. The other one, it did decent, but it's just not what I prefer. I prefer, like you can see that edge is basically already there from last time, but I'm just hitting it and making it crispy. So that's what I prefer. Now you'll notice I am cutting the lawns kind of long right now just because there is a drought. You don't really want to be scalping them, especially if customers don't water. Like this one and the neighbor, they don't really water too often. And both of them are Bermuda, but two different types of Bermuda. I think this lawn I'm on right now is like I believe it's a common Bermuda, which you can grow from seed. The other one you have to lay sod over there. So you notice I'm still at an angle, and I'm just going straight down. Give you a peek right there. And I just walk the whole property. And you'll notice also too, I take that wheel off. Excuse me, I'd rather have a lighter head than have a heavier head, and then I'm just using a wheel. So I just take the wheel, and there's a little spot. I didn't miss that with the string trimmer. I just knocked it down a little bit more because it was kind of, looking like your hair was sticking up. But anyway, I take the wheel off because that's what I kind of prefer. It's less weight, and I just float it over the edge. So yeah, that's edging the lawn right there with the edger. And that's a metal blade edger. I'll also do a video on how to do it with the string trimmer. I prefer the metal blade edger, but if you already have an established, lawn, or you're trying to be a little quick, you can do it with the string trimmer. I just don't prefer it, and I'll put in a picture for you guys, because you can kind of eat away at the edge, and then you have like a crater, I guess is what they call it, and I don't like that at all. Some people are like, yeah, the customer loves it. It's like, it just looks like a moat. So I try to avoid doing that at all cost. So I like it right at the driveway, or concrete. and then that's it. So yeah, I'll get back to the video for you guys. Hey, here's a before, and I'm gonna do a after. This is before I edged it. That way you guys can see. It's already pretty good. But this will just give you an example, so you know. Alright guys, this is it. It's all edged up. You can see it's pretty good. Once you blow it out, it can get kind of scraggly. And this lawn is a bi-weekly, so I cut it kind of high. It's at 3 inches, and you can see how thick it is. So if it was lower, you'd get a little bit more of a crispy edge, but this is pretty crispy. You can see this one here. Mainly you just really want to do that, you know, every time. That way you have a consistent look to the lawn and it looks professional. And then you want to blow out any grass that gets in here, because you don't want a line of dead grass right there if you have a lot of clippings. So say I cut this down to 2 inches, then I'd have all this debris that would want to go in the crack. And then I'd have to do something with the clippings. So you either have to blow it all out or collect it. Probably have to collect it, because I would be cutting, you know, an inch off, so it'd be like that everywhere, so it wouldn't look very good. So this one, you know, they spray a lot of fertilizer on it, and they want to do bi-weekly, so it really needs weekly, but what can you do? So here's the edges. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a good one and have a great day.